Hey everyone, welcome back to the Healthy Habit channel, where we are on a mission to help you build strength, move better, and as always, crush your fitness and nutrition goals. Today, we're tackling a big one, the single leg squat, also known as the pistol squat. This move is a great test of balance, strength, and mobility. So if you've been struggling to get your first one, don't worry, I've got you covered with some simple regressions. They're really gonna help you build the strength and control that you need to get that first single leg squat. So let's get into it. So first, what is a single leg squat? So as you saw before, this is where you lower your body on one leg, keeping the other leg extended out in front of you. It's a full range of motion move, and it really challenges your quads, your glutes, your core, your ankle stability, and so much more. But if you're not there yet, it's totally fine. It's a tough skill, but with these progressions and regressions, you'll get there. But before we dive into the regressions, it's super important to warm up properly and work on your mobility. So remember, a solid warm up gets all of your joints ready, it improves your range of motion, and it prevents injury. So think dynamic stretching, like big old leg swings for your hips, body weight squats. Always do some ankle mobility drills. So really don't want tight ankles with this, so spend some time here. And of course, hip mobility as well is a big thing. So think hip 90-90s, things of that nature. It might seem a little boring, but if you spend 3 to 5 minutes, 3 times a week, working your ankle and hip mobility, it is gonna do wonders for your squats, and especially your single leg squats. All right, our first regression is a box squat to a single leg squat. So the first step is to get comfortable lowering and lifting yourself with one leg. So use a sturdy chair, a box, or a bench behind you. Start seated, plant one foot firmly on the ground, and lift the other leg. Now you're gonna stand up using just this working leg, keeping your chest tall, and then slowly lowering back down. So chest tall, I'm driving through this working leg. Hey, I'm up. So you can start just like that, or you can do a bit of both. So start completely seated, chest up nice and tall, foot out in front of you, drive through, and then try to slowly lower back down until you're seated. You can start with a higher box, you can go to a lower box. Find what works for you. But the other thing that you can do, if that's still a little tough, use this heel on the non-working leg for support. So rather than having it stretched out completely in front of you, have it lightly touching the ground. Stand tall through this leg. Control on the way back until seated. Again, the stronger you get, the less you'll need to use that heel for support. So you can start using quite a bit of that heel and then slowly ease off. So go ahead, give that one a go. If that feels right, let's move on to regression number 2. Regression number 2 is the assisted single leg squat. So you can use a resistance band overhead or a TRX strap on a door frame, or maybe some rings like I have here. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna use your arms to take some of the weight off of you as you squat down on one leg and back up. This reduces the load on that working leg while allowing you to focus on balance, core stability, and your technique, making sure that knee's staying in line with your toe, making sure you're pushing the butt back. And gradually, you can decrease the assistance as you get stronger. So I was just using 2, I was using quite a bit there, and I'm kind of actually just falling all willy-nilly, so you don't want to do that. So keep the tension, keep the chest up, slowly lower yourself. Okay, that's feeling good. Let's go ahead and just limit it to 1. And then as you get stronger, you can think like just one finger down and driving up. Before you know it, you'll be going with no assistance at all. That's regression number 2. All right, regression number 3 is the eccentric single leg squat. So now it's time to focus on just the lowering phase or the eccentric strength of the movement. So stand on one leg and slowly lower yourself as far as you can under control. Then you can use both legs to push back up. So you might only go partial, or you might be able to go all the way down, but you can't quite get yourself up yet. So then you can just bring that other foot in and stand up. So again, just working that eccentric, or you can even do it down to a box, only working that lowering phase and then standing back up for assistance. This is the strength that is gonna get you that single leg squat. Using that eccentric motion, it will get you there. All right, now we're ready for our fourth and final regression of this video. It's a supported full range of motion squat or a counterbalance single leg squat. So what we're doing is we're adding a little support for stability. So you hold a light weight straight out in front of you or a plate and use it as a counterbalance. So you're gonna slowly squat as low as you can. Remember, these don't have to be full range of motion right away, but aim for that. And then you're gonna drive back up through that foot. So you, again, with this, you can lightly touch a box behind you. You can mix any of these regressions together. But the reason why this works is this weight in front of you is gonna help you stay balanced. And it's gonna help you practice that full range of motion and help you build that confidence over time. So again, you're gonna press it straight out in front of you, weight towards your heel, but really you want that full foot gripped, squatting down, and then driving up through that foot. Again, you can mix it though, so it can just be partial, it can be all the way, and then two-footed up, whatever works for you. Give all of these a go, find out where you are, and slowly over time, we're gonna reduce the support and get you to that single leg squat. So now you're ready to put it all together. Once you've mastered these regressions, start thinking about how you're gonna assemble them into that single leg squat. So you combined all that eccentric strength that you pulled up, the full range of motion practice, the assisted squats gradually reducing the support, and then eventually you're gonna be able to nail your first single leg squat. So remember, consistency is the key to everything. So practice these maybe a few times a week, maybe just once a week, but other things throughout your training in the week will be there to support you to build this strength. So think bilateral, just normal back squats, normal goblet squats, anything in the squatting pattern, leg press, that's all gonna help build strength that will support you in this. Any core movements, whether it be dynamic core work, rotational core work, isometric holds, anything that's building your core strength and stability, anything focused on balance. So all of these things are pieces of the bigger picture. But if you stick to these regressions, you keep practicing, trust me, you will be at the single leg squat before you know it. So go ahead, drop me a comment, let me know which regression you found the most helpful, and don't forget to let me know when you hit your first single leg squat. Come back here and let's celebrate it. And if you like this video and you want to see more stuff like it, don't forget, like the video, again, drop that comment and subscribe for all future updates. And if you're interested in full training programs or anything of that nature, go ahead and check the description. I have links to my website down there. Yeah, check it out. And we will see you on the next one.